Today is 7.1, day 2, and we will be discussing Pythagorean theorem in different contexts. So in this first one it says, Tanya plans to use 4 triangles like the one shown to form a diamond shape. For her plan to work, the triangle must be a right triangle. Determine whether the triangle is a right triangle. Well, remember yesterday we talked about the Pythagorean theorem, and if the triangle is a right triangle, the following statement, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, will be true. So if I look here, my longest side is 17, so that has to be the c. The other two are interchangeable. I'm going to put 8 is a and 15 is b. I'm going to plug it in and see if my statement is true. So I get 8 squared plus 15 squared. And I want to know, does that equal 17 squared? So when I do that and I calculate it out, I get 289 equals 289. Since my sides are equal to one another, the answer is yes, it is a right triangle. For our second example today, we have a triangle has the side lengths of 13, 15, and 18 centimeters. Is it a right triangle? It's a very similar problem except for it's just not drawn. So you have to find the longest side. My longest side here is 18, so that represents C. And I'm going to switch my color because I don't like that color. So then I have 13 squared plus 15 squared. I want to know, does that equal 18 squared? And 13 squared plus 15 squared gives me 394. And 18 squared gives me 324. So because those are not equal, then the answer here it is not a right triangle. Remember, just the longest side will always be placed in for this C, or your hypotenuse. The next example has a picture frame, and it says she's hanging the picture frame of the width of 15. So you might want to mark that the width of this picture is 15. The distance from the nail to the edge of the picture frame is 10 centimeters, which is marked. That would be the same as from here down to the top of the picture would also be 10, just a different way to mark it. Find the length of the wire used to hang the picture frame. So what we are ultimately trying to find here is the total length of that wire. So if I look here, I notice that I have a right triangle formed right here with these 3 sides. I know one is 10. This would be half of the 15, so this is 7.5. And I need to find this length. It's the hypotenuse because it's straight across from the right angle. So to set this up, I have one leg is 10 squared plus the other leg is 7.5, so 7.5 squared. That is equal to C squared. When I solve this, I get 156.25 equals C squared. The opposite of squaring something is to take the square root. And I end up with C is equal to 12.5. If we aren't careful, we might not think that that is our answer. But remember, I highlighted what I wanted my answer to be, and it was the purple. And 12.5 is just one side of that. So to get the total length of the wire, I would have to take that times 2, which gives me 25 centimeters long. So make sure you answer the question completely and double check your answer. The last one here is you are given a tree and they measure the shadow and that they know the distance from the tip of the tree to the shadow is 15 feet. They want to know how tall this tree is. So this is a way of indirectly measuring a tree. So if I look here, the 90-degree angle down here, the side opposite of that is my hypotenuse, which is my C. The other two are interchangeable, so I'm going to use A and B. So A I put as 9, which is 9 squared, plus B squared equals c squared of 15 squared. I end up with b squared equals 15 squared minus 9 squared gives me 144. The opposite of squaring something is to take the square root. So I end up with b equals 12. So over here, if I look, it's in feet. So I need to make sure I put my label on there of 12 feet. Okay, you now have your guided practice to complete, page 13, number 4, and page 15, number 6. Your assignment then is page 17 through 19, numbers 11 through 20.